hunting a little bottleneck. It's yeah, it might be about 30 or 40 yards wide. It's a real thick spot where deer travel to escape. And there's 4 real big cow paths that run through this bottleneck. Places like this would be good places to look for antlers. I'll show you the trails here if I can. It's real thick, and there's a lot of jaggers in here. These are the places that you want to look for sheds. There's a couple more trails right over here, and then there's a creek. Well, I see some bones here. It's not the bones I'm looking for. Looks like somebody harvested maybe a wee little. That's a yearling. That's a tiny little thing. Someone maybe shot it and left it here in hopes to get something bigger, or who knows, maybe a coyote got it. That's fresh. The bones look real fresh. We'll keep looking. We got some real good trails running through this little bottleneck. If there's any antlers in here, I should be able to find them pretty easily, unless somebody else already was through here, which is a possibility. Well, I just made it into the bedding area. Where I had been traveling was a little wet. There's a little higher ground right here, and I know that the deer bed in here. I haven't found any sheds yet. Hopefully in here I may be able to find some. There's a lot of droppings in here. I'll just show you. There's some over here. There's a pile there. They look pretty fresh. Like I said, a little higher ground in here, and I know they're bedding in here. With any luck, we'll find a shed. This bedding area here, like I said, it's a little higher ground, a little drier, a little bit thick in here. It should be a good spot to find some sheds. I haven't found any so far. Little creek bottom here, they seem to skirt in and out of, getting in and out of here. Aha, there we go, right over there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can see a shed laying right over underneath that pine tree right there. We'll head over here and grab that. Okay, there we go. That's not a bad one. Right here under this pine tree. A little trail going right there. He might have hit it on that branch. Oh. You can see that. Not too bad. A couple chew marks on it. Okay. That's a decent one. We'll keep shed hunting here. Keep looking around, see what we can find. Now this area that I'm hunting, like I said, it's a bedding area. Now I don't know if you can see that. Over there is a group of pine trees. If you look over there is a pine tree. Right up here beside me, above me, there's a group of pine trees. Now in an area like this, it's nice and thick, good place for them to hide, bed down. When you get bad weather, they'll tend to go over by these pine trees and crawl underneath of them and bed down. That's a good place to look when you're looking for sheds. So that's where I'm heading now. I'm going to check out all these little pine tree groups here and see if I can't get lucky. Maybe something will be laying underneath of them. Pretty good trail running down through here. I'm looking in underneath these pine trees. This one spot here, I thought maybe there'd be something laying under. A couple more groups of pine trees to hit. Nothing here. We'll keep looking. I don't know if you can see them, but kind of like a wagon wheel right in here. I got a big heavy trail running out through there, and then I got one big heavy trail running out through here. pretty good trail running right out through there. Spots like this in these bedding areas are good places to hunt. You never know what you're going to find in here. Heavily traveled into places where they feel safe, where they'll bed down. A lot of times when a buck beds down, that's when they'll drop off. These trails look pretty good right in here. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got right there? It looks like a shed, I think. Yes, it is. We got one right here. Look at all these deer tracks in this muddy path. There's a shed right there. Oh. Well, this one's pretty chewed up. I'm guessing this one's from last year. It's got a little ground burn on it. But last year, still a shed. Surprised there's that much of it left. Usually the critters get to them. We'll take her. We'll keep hunting. I'm going to follow this trail out here. It's coming down through this thick stuff. I see something white over there. I think we got another shed. There's some more good buck droppings. Oh, there's a good pile right there. I'd say. Oh, I can see it. Nope, it's not a shed. Deceiving. It's just a bone. Looks like a leg bone or something. It happens. Once you're out shed hunting, you can pick them white bones out pretty easy. Now, right back here is a pretty good trail. I think I'm gonna follow because she's real heavy. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good path right through there into some thick stuff. Got another one right here running back through there. Alright, we'll see what we can find. Okay, I just happen to be walking down through this opening here. We got some good trails coming in a bunch of different directions. Now, when I shed hunt, I have a monocular that I use. Sometimes it saves me from climbing through a bunch of brush if I see something that I think is a shed. I just happened to look down. I don't know if you can see it back in there. There's an old log laying in there. And on top of that log, it looks to be a little piece of antler maybe. And I'm going to go in and see what we got. Looking through my binocular, I can tell that it's a piece of a horn at least. Deer tracks in here. Yep, it's definitely a horn here. Oh, it's all chewed up. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but it is completely chewed. It's a whole antler. It's a whole entire antler. This is from last year, and it looks to me like a squirrel or a chipmunk has carried it here and chewed the living daylights out of it. But it's an antler. It's a shed. I'd give that one to the dog. He'll like to chew that up. Well, we'll get back out of here and keep hunting. Well, I literally just stopped here to get into my backpack, as you can see. I was going to grab a quick snack before I headed up this pretty heavy deer trail up into the thick stuff up here. And I looked just ahead of me. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to walk up here and get it, but I can see an antler laying. Right there it is. That's a fresh one. A little spike. Might have been a little fork horn at one time, busted off there. Yep. That's another one. We'll keep at her. Maybe we'll find some more. Well, I found a couple sheds. Pretty happy with the hunt. I was hoping to find some bigger sheds. Last year, I got a pretty good buck on trail camera, and I got a couple pictures of him, and it would just happen to be that buck right there. I'm guessing you can see that. Now, unfortunately, I did not run into this buck in hunting season, not archery season or rifle. Now, I did get some pictures of him, like I said, and I went down to my property, and I was just checking up on a couple tree stands to see how they fared through the winter. And lo and behold, about 17, 18 yards from my one tree stand, I just happened to find the set of sheds that are right there. Pretty good buck. I don't have it on film, but I'll show you those pictures.